Hey everybody, welcome to tonight's topic. Tonight we're going to talk about 7 strength moves for triathletes. Now, before any of you people, weightlifters, crossfitters, blah, 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 no disrespect, it's just not the same, okay? It's just not the same, and I'm not dissing anybody else's exercises. However, if you want to be a good triathlete, there are definitely some strength moves that you should do as a triathlete to help you get the best out of your performance this year. Hey everybody, welcome. So I was told that last week I spent too much time saying hello to all of you. So I'm going to try and tone that down a little bit. But in any case, thanks so much for watching. I wanted to really quickly announce last week's winner of the $25 Starbucks gift card to take your friends out after your group run, and that's Donna Spalla. So, Donna, hit me up with your address, and I'll mail this to you, okay? Woohoo! Congratulations. This week, if you want to win this jump rope, I didn't take it out of the box last week, but I will take it out, and I'll show you. This is actually a cool jump rope. 9 feet, steel cable, okay? Pretty cool. It moves quick through the air. So, again, not Jan Brady jumping, but, you know, like Rocky. Do. You know, you don't have to, like, Cinderella dressed in, you know, do. You know, you don't take 2 skips per rotation of the jump rope. It's just one, and it's quick. You just quick turnaround, okay? So, anyway, that's what this is for. Hey, Barb. Hey, Julie. Hey, Jim. Hey, Valerie. Thank you. Yes, Donna, congratulations. Okay, so that's the jump rope. That's what you win this week. How do you win? How do you enter to win this? All you got to do is share this video. So if you, sorry, it might be loud. So if you or someone you know could use this information, please just share this to their timeline. Share it to your timeline. Anybody who shares the video gets entered. I hope the sound is better than last week. Last week's. No, it doesn't hurt, Lilia. Trust me, it doesn't hurt that bad. The only thing that hurts is like if the ponytail gets caught up in it, that hurts bad. So you have to make sure that, I don't think you have that problem, but I do. If the hair gets caught in it, it really hurts bad. But if you are interested in this jump rope, all you have to do is share the video, or if you know someone else that could use this information, share it to your timeline, share it to their timeline. That's how you enter the giveaway for the jump rope. Okay, so really quickly, let's get into these 7 strength moves. Now, again, you can always do more. You can always do more. Oh, first of all, yes, it's a black eye. Don't act like none of you noticed. I didn't put any makeup on it or anything. I don't do makeup, but like, no, nobody hit me. No, I did not fall down. I hit myself in the face with the door. I'm not even making this up. Okay, real quick. So, I'm babysitting a puppy, and he was about to throw up on the floor. And I don't want him to throw up on my floor. So I grabbed his mouth with my left hand, and I ran to the door. And I just grabbed the door, and I pulled it really fast, and I hit myself in the face. Okay, sorry. No, really, that's what happened. That's what happened, Deborah. Yeah. And I did it last Tuesday. The bruise didn't show up till Thursday night. It was hard. I hit myself hard. That's what they all say. Do you know where I work? I don't know, Barb, but like, no, that's really what happened. The good news is the dog did end up puking outside, so I still won. I won. I think I would have rather picked up puke off my floor than had this black eye for a week. Anyway, okay, so the first exercise is squats. Squats, you guys, are great for the glutes and the quads. These are going to help you in the bike and the run. Squats. Now, if you don't have access to a gym, a lot of these things can be done at home. So don't think you have to buy some fancy gym membership to be able to do these. And then poop and then the puke. Yeah. Oh, wait. Okay. Poop. Huh? See, I put him in there. Yes, first the poop and then the puke. Okay, so squats. If you, and I even have a client right now who can't really do any weight. You can start with air squats. Air squats is just basically you don't have any weight. You just do the squat by yourself. And then as you get a little stronger, you can add a couple pounds to each hand, and then you can add 5 pounds to each hand, and then you go up. And if you do have access to a gym, then you can always start with you can always do a bar. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is a lot of these exercises can be done at home, and you don't need to invest in a whole lot of money, a whole lot of equipment to do these exercises. Okay, lateral dumbbell raise. So this way, right? Lateral dumbbell raise. That is going to help your shoulders for the swim. Also helps you a little bit when you have to be aero position in the bike for a long time, but you want to do lateral dumbbell raises. Oh, before I even go any further, strength moves for our triathletes, we're not trying to build a whole lot of bulk. You notice the fastest triathletes aren't really muscly looking. I mean, they're lean and they're fit and all that stuff. But what you want to try and do is do low weights, high reps. Okay, so when you start out, when I start my athletes, I usually start out with maybe 8 or 10 reps at a really light weight. And then the next week, maybe do 2 sets of 8 or 10 reps. And then you maybe go up to, over time, 3 by 20. But you really don't want to add a whole lot of weight, because that's not really the goal. The goal is to increase the endurance. The goal is not to build a lot of bulk. Bulky makes you slower. Okay, so lateral dumbbell raise. Number 3 is calf raises. So calf raises are really easy, you guys. You don't even need much. You can start out with almost all these exercises with no weights at all. But stand on a stair or whatever, and you just drop the heel down, hanging off the back of a stair, drop the heel down, step it up. I should maybe do a video where I demonstrate these. But you can do that with no weights, and when that gets maybe a little too easy, you can always add some weight to it. But that's going to help you with your push-off on your run. So that's, you want to add maybe some of those in. The next one is the dumbbell pullover. And I don't do a whole lot of this personally because it kind of hurts. And anything that hurts, guys, don't do because there's something wrong. Either you have bad form, it's too much weight, or you have an injury going on that you don't even know about. And you should get that looked at. But dumbbell pullover. So that's when you're laying on the ground and your hands are in front of you, right? So I'm laying on the ground. And then you come back over your head and you pull up. You come back over your head and you pull up. Again, you can start with, you don't even have to buy dumbbells for this stuff, guys. A lot of things, hold a can of soup. You don't have to invest in things for this. But this exercise helps with the muscles in the catch phase for the swim. Okay, right here, lats back. Hi guys, welcome. So if you want to win this jump rope, all you have to do is share this video. It could be on your timeline. It could be on a friend's timeline. I can track it all. Even if you're watching this on the replay, I don't pick the winner until like 2 hours before next week's video, which is next Sunday night. So backward lunges. Okay, there's a couple things with backward lunges, guys. Backward lunges helps with hilly running and works your adductors and the glutes. And here's one thing about backward lunges, which really cool. Most people when they do lunges, they step forward and lunge and step forward and lunge, and that's normal, right? But if you step backwards, you are more likely to hold the proper form, because a lot of people when they step forward, they lose form. They either overextend, they get that knee over the toes, over the foot. But if you go backwards, you can't do that. So that's a really cool thing about backward lunges, and it's different and it's cool, and you should add that into your training regimen. Hey, Natalie, Christy, Shannon, Dawn, welcome guys. Thanks so much for hopping in. The next one is tricep extensions. Pretty simple. I think you guys probably all, I feel like you guys all know these, but maybe you don't. But the tricep extensions help with the back half, the back phase of the swim stroke. You want to kneel over a bench where you're facing down, and you just kind of, right? I'm too close to the camera to do this, right? Okay, tricep extensions. You want to make sure, okay, that prevents Okay, I hope this is not offensive, but that prevents, bingo wing, that flab down here, right? But more importantly, I don't care about the flab as much as I care about you being a better swimmer, right? So that's what it prevents. Like a pool cue, like a pool. Yeah, kind of like that. Yes. All right, cool, so much. Hey, you guys, here's the other thing. This is not everything. This is just 7 really good ones to add if you're not already doing these. When I work with my athletes one-on-one, I have a very specific, very critical strength training program that I have them stick to. Now, they can add whatever they want to it, but I want them to make sure they do these. And the cool thing is that you only have to do these 2, maybe, I don't even do 3 times a week, 1 or 2. If you want to do 3, if you're an overachiever, you could do a strength routine 3 times a week. It only has to take you like a half hour at a time. You don't have to spend hours and hours and hours in the gym. You just have to be consistent with it, and it works. And you'll tell, because Lilia, are you on here? Hey, Lilia. Anyway, I gave her some strength training to do, and I got a text, and I'm like, woo, I'm sore. Well, yeah, because you haven't done those exercises in a while, and that's how you know that it's working. That's how you know that you're using muscles that you haven't used in a while. So, hey, see, Lilia, right? But you're okay now, and then, this week's going to get a little bit better. So, very cool. Okay, tricep extensions. That's a good one. And the last one is lat pull-downs. Lat pull-downs. Now, I just wrote an article. It was on my blog. It was on Chicago Athlete. I just wrote an article about, and it talked about lat pull-downs. It talked about keeping your elbows down. Now, that's how you do traditional lat pull-downs. And yes, that helps. Yes, that builds your lats. And yes, that makes you stronger. It's a great exercise to do. And why I have these little here, 3 stars, this asterisk thing. Because here's why I really like lat pull-downs. You can do them the traditional, you can do them the traditional way, where you pull down, and yes, your elbows are pointing down. But what's really cool about this exercise is it really helps you with the swim. Now, gosh, a lot of people have a problem in the swim with dropping the elbow. Okay, and when I talk about dropping an elbow, it doesn't mean from the ceiling to the bottom of the pool. It means from the top of the head to the back to your feet, right? So, again, I'm standing too close to do this, but a dropped elbow means this. This is a dropped elbow in the swim. This is keeping it up, okay? So here's what's cool about a lat pull down. If you, instead of sitting at the machine at the lat pull downs, if you stand and start with the bar here and put your hands and wrists lower than the elbows and push down. And come here and push down. That is the second part, or final part of your swim, pull, push. It's actually a push at that point, right? Because you're pushing. That's what you want to feel in the pool. And if you don't feel that, and you don't feel your lats, and they're not engaging, then you're not getting the full benefit of each stroke that you take in the water. Hey, Russ from Tennessee. Hey, Janine. Janine, girl, look. I did that for you. I did that just for you. Anyway, okay, questions, guys? These are just a sample. These are just a sample of 7 strength moves that you can do. I wouldn't say, I would never say I would limit you to these. These are all important. I think maybe I need to do a video on core strength exercises that you should do, because triathletes definitely need to have a strong core if you want to be a great triathlete. And I would even say, not even triathlete, but I would say endurance athlete. You have to have a strong core. I mean, you look at marathon runners when they're finishing at the end of the race, and they're all kind of bent over and they're crossing the finish line. Yeah, because they're weak in the core and they just can't stand up anymore. But if you work on it, you can stand up, finish it nice and tall, right? Right, Janine? Thank you. That's okay, Janine, that you're late. That's all right. Okay, so next week, sorry, my eyelashes are sticking together. Next week, for all you beginner triathletes, next week's video is going to be a gear list for all you beginner triathletes. I know that a lot of you out there getting ready for the season, getting into the sport. And even if you've done it for a year or two and you're not really sure what you need or what you don't need, I am going to go through a really quick list on all the things that you really need to have to get started to have a great season. And what you don't want to do is last minute find out, you get ready to go for a bike ride and you all of a sudden you don't have anything to fix a flat tire should you have one. Oh, and you really need to learn how to fix a flat tire. Or you get to your first race and you don't know how to do transition, and you don't have a transition towel, or you don't have the right nutrition, whatever. I'm going to make a gear list for everything that you need to do, everything you need to get before you can start. I shouldn't say before you start the sport, before you do your first race, right? So next week when I do this, I'm going to give away another pair of Yanks. Hey, Tommy, what's up? Thanks for hopping in. Why don't you do triathlon? You and Kristen really should. So next week, I'm going to give away another pair of Yanks, because if you're a triathlete, you need to have laces that you don't have to tie in transition, because we don't have time for that, right? So I'm just showing you, this is a brand new pair of shoes. I have not broken in yet, but they had white shoelaces when I bought them, and I bought Yanks that obviously match the color. Yeah, that's how I roll. That's how I roll. So this is sticking out. I like to tuck that in a little bit. Hold on, wait. I don't like it sticking out like antennas, but so that's what the Yanks look like. Now, I can slip my foot in and out of here without tying that. That's going to save me transition time. So I'm gonna do a whole video on how to put these darn laces in, but it's really simple. But you can win a pair of these laces. A pair of these laces next week if you're tuning in. Questions that you guys have? Hey, Gina. Hey, okay. We have our team kickoff meeting this Wednesday, February 22nd at 6:30 p.m. at Joe Sassomo's in Lamont. Everybody is welcome. So if you are on this video and you are local to Chicago and you're looking for a cool group of people to train with this year, you should come out and visit with us and hang out. Wednesday night, Joe Sassomo's, 6:30. And I'm going to have a new design. The rest of the nails look good. I'm going to get a new design right here, Gina. Watch for it. Oh, it's going to be good, girl. Hi, Brad. Hi, Brad. You want to do some strength moves for triathletes? Do ya? Tell me more about weightlifting and running. I do not like to do squats. Dawn, I want you to do squats. Just because you don't like them doesn't mean you shouldn't do them. Here's the thing about lifting and running. One of the things I do when I do strength workouts for my athletes, I try not to put strength on a run day. However, if you are one of those people that does like, I do arms one day and I do legs another day, and you can always do running then on the day that you do arms. And it's not that you can't do it, guys. You can do anything you want, right? You can make anything work for you, but my job as a coach is to make sure that I minimize the risk of injury. Anytime you go and do a strength workout and you tax your legs and you turn around and try to go run, you might not get injured, but you are increasing the risk of injury, and that's something that I am looking to avoid. Who wants to be injured, right? So the perfect days for, in my opinion, to do strength workouts are going to be on your swim days, because swimming is great, but it's not too taxing. Now, if you have, let's just say you have a shoulder injury, you probably do not want to do a strength training workout and then a swim. You could always do it the other way around, right? Swim first and then do strength, because you can always lighten up the weight, cut out the exercise. But all of a sudden, if you're swimming and your shoulder starts hurting, you can't really, unless you're using paddles and you're putting extra pressure on the shoulders, you really can't back off of that. So I would do the swim workout it's the same thing with the run. If you absolutely have to do your run workout and your strength workout in the same day, I would do the run first and I would do the strength second, because you can always lighten up the weight, cut it back, as long as you if you start to feel something that doesn't feel right. It's just the last thing you want to do is to get hurt, right? And see a doctor and go through physical therapy and all that good stuff. Not good stuff, right? If it hurts, stop. Oh yeah, that whole no pain, no gain thing, Matt. I don't believe in that. I don't buy in that. it depends on what you define as pain, I guess, because there's a good pain and there's a bad pain. Like a good pain is like, oh my gosh, this hurts, like it's so hard and I'm working so hard. And then there's like a bad pain where there's, oh gosh, okay, something just snapped in my knee and oh, I don't know if I can keep going. I'm going to fall down now. You know, so I mean, you people are smart. You're smart. You know, don't work through the pain. It never ever benefits you ever. So whoever made up that slogan, no. I'm going to say no. When you swim with Lisa, it's taxing. No kidding, because Lisa is a beast in the water. Now, oh, thank you, Gina. How about if you can't run because you're injured? What about it, Maricela? What's the injury? Because okay, couple things. If you're injured, and this is way off topic, but I'm going to end soon here. I'm going to answer your question. If you're injured in the run, I would first need to know the injury is, and if you can aqua jog, that would be my first solution, my first suggestion. Get in the water and aqua jog. Okay, so I had surgery in 2011, and I think I aqua jogged for like 4 months because I couldn't run. I couldn't put any pressure on the foot. So I did that. But keep this in mind. Biking builds run fitness. Running does not build bike fitness. Write this down. Biking builds run fitness. So if you're training for a big running race, I'm going to go back to this story. This was Ironman Florida 2007, I think. I had torn my hamstring. I had actually torn it and kept running and torn it and kept running because I was stupid back then and didn't really know. And I just thought, you're right. Pain is good. It means I'm working hard. That was dumb. So what happened was I had to stop running. 4 months, and I was signed up for Ironman Florida. And I stopped running in September. Ironman Florida is in November. So all of October, all of November, I didn't run. I think I ran a 10-mile run in the middle of September. That's all I could do. And then I did not run until Ironman Florida. I biked the crap out of myself. I biked all the time. I biked super hard. It was okay as long as I didn't get out of the saddle or do any really big hills. I could keep it so the hamstring wouldn't hurt. I PR'd my marathon time in that Ironman, and I hadn't run for like 11 weeks. It was crazy, and I would have never believed it myself, you guys, unless I did it. But I needed that time to recover. I mean, yeah, I hurt afterwards because I didn't run for 11 weeks, and then I turned around and ran 26 miles. It hurt, but it was worth it. It was worth taking that time off. So let me just tell you that you need to make sure that you address the injuries. Don't run through them. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Again, if you are interested, wait, where's the jump rope? If you're interested in winning this jump rope, you know what to do. Share the video. Next week, we're going to talk about the gear list for beginner triathletes, and you can win a pair of Yanks. If you don't have a pair of Yanks, and they don't have to be Yanks, they could be speed laces. I just prefer Yanks because I like them. They can match the color of your shoes. I can give you whatever color you like. But that is what I'm going to give away next week. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have suggestions, ideas, tips, anything that you want to share, I go back and read all of these comments. And if you have things that you want to hear about, topics that you would like covered, please feel free to put that in the comments, and I will make sure to address what you would like to know. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you next week.